I built this oak student desk 40 years ago and the matching file cabinet 37 years ago. It was time to be refinished. Things weren't in that bad a shape, so I gave them a quick light sanding with 220 grit. Covered up everything in the shop so I could spray them. I am spraying in the basement, so I used the General Finishes water-based top coat. High-performance satin polyurethane. I've had success with this before. I use an Earlex HVLP spray system. It works pretty good. It's an old one. You can't buy this model anymore. I try to set everything up at a convenient height. That way, I can keep my gun angles correct. The gun angle should always be perpendicular. You should not swing your spray gun in an arc because that changes the length of the path of the particles. And that gives you inconsistent results. I spray past the end, which may seem wasteful, but it gives you the best results. In between coats, I try to change directions and go at 90 degrees to the last coat. I think this gives a better result. There's the first coat complete. In between coats of finish, I sand with 220 or 320 grit sandpaper. This just knocks off any high spots and smooths out the finish. And it gives the second coat a better grab onto the first coat. After the light sanding, it's very important to get all the sanding dust off. You don't want any grit getting into the finish. This is a key to a quality finish. When I turn on my HVLP sprayer, I always go to paper hanging up to make sure everything's adjusted right and to let everything equilibrate before I start spraying. Then we knock out the second coat. My technique is not perfect, and occasionally I'll get some drips, so I get a brush and brush them out. Do it quickly before it dries, and you won't even notice. Additional coats will cover any imperfections from the brush. The third coat is rinse and repeat. Get your gun adjusted properly, go at 90 degrees to the last coat, and pay attention to your gun angle. At this point, everything's looking good, so I think this fourth coat will be the final coat. A little light sanding with 600 when I'm done, a last inspection after it dries, and things still look good. I am very happy with how these came out, and they look even better upstairs. One of the reasons I enjoy woodworking is that you can build things to fit exact spaces. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and ring the bell. I appreciate you watching the Johnsonville Woodworker.